It's here, all the way from South Korea. This is the new Blackvue 750S dash cam, and what I do currently have in my Tesla is the 650, which I love, but the 750's got a new sensor in it that's supposed to be far superior in low light. So let's go ahead and unbox it, compare the two, put the two both in my car, test them out tonight, and upload so you guys can check out the footage. Here is the box for the 750. Here is the box for the 650. Same box. Okay, so we have the 650 on this side and the 750 over here. Right off the bat, they both actually look pretty similar. The biggest difference I can see right here is the Blackvue, the rear camera says full HD, whereas this one does not. And then on the front, it says 60 FPS, where this does not. So the 60 FPS is a huge improvement for the front camera. So let's go ahead and take these out here real quick. But here you can see basically the same size, same light. The new one does say full HD here. Basically the exact same form factor, which is really nice. Now I know the biggest thing is going to be if they will be interchangeable. So let's go ahead and take the 750S rear camera and see if it'll fit in the 650S mount. And it does just beautifully, so that is one nice thing. You can just interchange these if you wish. Oh, one thing I just did notice actually is these, the 750 on this side is a little shorter, doesn't stick out quite as far. So now for the big cameras, you can see they look very, very similar. Let's go ahead and take this off. Here you can see the 750 on the bottom, 650 up here. This kind of has some more bluish ring around it, whereas the 750 does not. Also, obviously, the 60 frames per second, like we just went over. There's still a light under the camera. The back is completely different. So here is the back of the 650. It just has a record, GPS, and then a little speaker. Whereas this one has a record, GPS, little speaker. It's just the layout is different on both of these. The ends look identical. So yeah, the ends are basically the same. So I know one big thing that a lot of people have been asking about is, does the 750S fit in a 650S mount? So let's go ahead and find that out real quick. I've read some conflicting things online, so it looks a little different. Now, unfortunately, the 750 does not fit in the 650 mount. Now let's try the 650 and the 750 mount, and it does work. So it must have changed just a little bit. You can see right here, there's just a subtle difference with the 750 being on my left or your right. If you do upgrade to the 750, you will have to take off your windshield mount and put on a new one, but it's not that hard to do. It's really easy. And then here are the ends. This is the 650, this is the 750, and this one also does gesture control. So one big difference between the 650 and the 750 is the Wi-Fi access has changed. So on here you have no sticker, but on the 750, I'm gonna kind of cut it out so people don't see it. There's a sticker here and it lists your SSID, your password, and your cloud code. So that is where you'll access this. There's no longer just the generic code that the 650 had. So in the boxes here we have the 650S, and then over here we have the 750, just some manuals and whatnot. Then in each one of these you should pretty much find the exact same thing. Both have the same video cable, both have the same power cable, and both come with this little assembly kit. You have a little pry tool to be able to manipulate anything in your headliner that you need. You have some clips. You have a micro SD card reader. You got 2 extra sticky mounts and your SD card, depending on which level you purchased. So that's basically it for the comparison out of the box for these two cameras. Now let's go ahead and hook them both up in the Tesla and see how they work. Okay, so here you can kind of see I went ahead and put the 750 front and center because that's the one that I will be keeping on. Here we have the 650. I went ahead and just reused the wires on the 750 right here. I haven't tucked them nicely yet. In the 650, I used the 750 wires and just kind of ran them. So here is a day test. You can kind of see a lot of the front camera was the same, but the rear is really where you can see it during the day. I'm going to go ahead and cycle through a few clips here for you, but you can really see the 750S rear camera is definitely much improved over the 650, which is really the important thing I was looking for in the daytime. And then boom, a Tesla. And here you can kind of see what a parking lot would look like. Obviously both would work in a daytime setting, but the 750S really helps sharpen up the rear. So here are a few clips from the nighttime. You can see that the 750S definitely has improved sensor. The front and the rear both are very bright. The thing I have not done though is I did not play with the settings, so that is one thing that I could do to probably make this look even better. This is straight out of the box on the 750, whereas the 650 I had actually modified and changed some settings to help sharpen it up a little bit. But here you can see in the rear, especially, the 650S didn't really have anything, but the 750S, it's pretty bright. You can see pretty much the curve, everything that you need to. And then here's the parking lot again. You can definitely see everybody a lot better. Everything's much brighter. And then I had to go get some dinner because it was getting late and I hadn't eaten yet. So I decided to go to Wendy's. But here you can see kind of in a parking lot situation, 750S in the rear especially, you can see the entire parking lot, no problem. And then here is just a standard road that I was driving down. Again, the 750S is much brighter. You can see a lot further and a lot more detailed. And here's where I decided to go. So I don't recommend this, but I decided to turn off the lights and you can see exactly what the camera is picking up with no headlights on at all. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and that explains more about the difference between the 650 and the 750S. 750 really, just that new star vision, really helps improve the nighttime vision, which is definitely something that most dash cams are lacking. So this definitely helps fill that niche there. The one thing that I didn't do is I did not optimize the settings on the 750. This is literally straight out of the box 750 with the nighttime mode on. So that being said, I'm sure I can improve it, whereas the 650 had already had the settings played with and optimized. So the 750, I'm sure I can go ahead and tweak that and make it even sharper and better, but straight out of the box, it is definitely better than pretty much any other dash cam I've ever seen. So definitely 750S gets a thumbs up from me. So I did install this in my Tesla Model S. If you are looking for a Tesla load, check out my website, teslainventory.com. We break down all of Tesla's inventory in a super easy to search manner, and you can search by any option code they've ever offered. And if you are looking for a newer inventory model, feel free to use the referral code at the top of the website. Doing so will save you $1,000 off, as well as get you free unlimited supercharging on that car, and will help us unlock certain reward prizes. So definitely any help is certainly appreciated, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me in the comment section down below, or feel free to email me. Definitely thumbs up if you enjoyed this review. This was a little tricky to film and edit, so definitely smash that like button. Go ahead and click here to subscribe, here for some more videos, and I will see you all on Monday. Bye.